Welcome to the third episode of Remix Sessions. In this episode, you'll see how I created the remix for Britney Spears' Trouble for Me. This was the first remix I started working on from the EP. I just kind of stumbled upon the acapella one day on the internet. One of the music production sites that I frequent posted some links to acapellas from Britney's album, Femme Fatale. I randomly chose Trouble for Me, and when I heard it, I knew I wanted to do something with it. So let's take a look at the Reason session. The first thing I did was start programming drums. For the first 8 bars, there's a simple kick and clap pattern. I layered these 2 claps together. For the second 8 bars of the verse, I layered in a snare drum. Also along with the drums is a hi-hat loop from the Rex player. I really like this loop because it sets a nice groove that matches well with the programmed drums. After laying down a good drum beat, I wanted to find a good melody. The main melody is played by a patch from the Thor called Cube. Going through some Thor patches in the sound bank led me to a bass patch called Fatmatic. Great name. I played the same melody to give the melody a thicker sound. Lastly, I added in a sub bass to give it a good low end. Also in the verse, I chose to add in a secondary melody. But searching through sounds, I found a patch called Loading Screen that sounds like it's straight out of a video game. Here's how that sounds. After the verse, there's a 4-bar section that leads into the hook. I wanted to make sure that the feel of that section built up until the hook. I chose the Cosmo horn patch from the Thor and automated the filter frequency to give me that build up. I also chose the patch Lightning Bolt as an effect to lead into the hook as well. Now for the hook, I wanted to keep the melody from the verse, but add in another synth to give it a bigger sound. The Dirty Sync patch fit well with the layers I already had. And here's how that sounds layered in. Also for the hook, I changed up the pattern to hit on every beat, which is also known as 4 on the floor, a common drum pattern in dance music. After another verse and hook, in comes the bridge. For the bridge, I needed to follow the chord progression that I was hearing in the original. I played the new progression with a shiver pad and ambient vox pad. After the bridge comes the pre-hook, which leads into a short 4-bar breakdown with vocal effects. For these 4 bars, I chose to use the sync patch and play a melody similar to the verse. Along with the melody, I added in an arpeggiated patch called Scan Dance. Lastly, I added in an effect to transition into the hook. That concludes this episode of Remix Sessions. The link to download and stream this song as well as my entire remix EP is in the description box. Thanks for watching.